I'm Kale from Cinestruct, and I'm excited to share with you during this workshop how you can make money on the festival circuit. Before I get into it, I want to share a little bit about who I am. So my background is in filmmaking, and I'm also a creative technologist. I've worked on short films, I've worked on feature films, I've worked as an editor, as a Steadicam operator, as a producer and director. I've also worked on interactive experiences, 3D and augmented reality experiences. I've always been interested in these two worlds, both filmmaking and storytelling and technology. And I've always wanted to try to figure out how to bring these two worlds together. And that is what I do with my company, Cinestruct, that I founded. I founded Cinestruct a few years ago because I wanted to help independent filmmakers find more viable paths to keep pursuing their passion in filmmaking. How to make money on the festival circuit. Before we can answer that, we have to answer the question, who is this for? This workshop is for motivated filmmakers. If you're watching this, I assume that you're a motivated filmmaker. If you're an independent producer that wants to find a path to making money back from the work that you do on making films, this would be for you. You'll find this very interesting. If you typically work on production and that's your main source of income, this is something that you can look at to potentially find other sources of revenue. And even if you don't fall into any of those buckets, I think that this could still be for you, because you can share this with the filmmakers that you know who would be very interested to learn and understand and want to do the work to make money while they're on the festival circuit. If you don't take away anything else from what I'm going to go over, I hope you take away one thing, and that is that your film has value. If you're watching this, I presume that you have a film or have had a film on the festival circuit. Inherently, when your film has been programmed at a festival, that means that your film has value. That means that a festival director and the programmers watched your film and they decided that your film should be in the lineup for their festival. That means that they decided that your film should be included when they're selling tickets to the festival to attendees and when they're offering the experience of the festival to the community. They didn't need to pick your film. There are many films being made every single year. Over 15,000 film submissions were made to Sundance in 2025. So when I say that your film has value, I know that is true and I mean it. Because your film was selected out of many other films. Once you understand that your film has value, then you can start to look at how you can start trading that value for money. And you can figure out how much money that value is worth. So, how do you make money on the festival circuit? Well, you can look at what festivals do to bring money in. Believe it or not, festivals can't run on your film submissions alone. It's tremendously expensive to put on an event, especially a multi-day film festival event. So there's different avenues that festivals look to get the funds that they need to run a film festival. They might take advantage of grant programs. They might have a partnership with the local government. A lot of festival directors put their own money in. They rely on volunteers. But one of the main ways that festivals get the resources that they need to put on their event, it's through sponsors. Sponsors are a big part of how festivals are able to put on their events. So the question then is, well, how do festivals get their sponsors? They have to make the case for the promotional and brand value their festival can offer to their sponsors. They tell their sponsors that their event is going to make a big impact for the community. And as a sponsor, they can be included in that impact. Their brand can be included in that impact. To make that case, a lot of festivals build sponsor decks. I want to show you an example of what one looks like. This is a sponsor deck from Sidewalk Film Festival. They're based out of Birmingham, Alabama, and they're a great festival. You see, as soon as you open the deck, they're sharing some key information. How many attendees are expected at the festival? Here it says about 15,000. How much reach does the festival have? It says over 500,000. How much is their online reach? How much is their media reach? Going further, what are the demographics? This is all information that the festival uses to make the case to sponsors why it's valuable for the sponsor to make a contribution to that event. So how do you get sponsors as a filmmaker? Well, you are part of the event. So you can do the same thing that the festival is doing. You can take the information from that sponsor deck, and by the way, the one that I just shared about Sidewalk, that's publicly available. It's right there on their website. You can take that information and you can go to businesses, you can go to organizations, anyone that has something to promote. You can take that information and you tell them, you are part of this event. You tell them, hey, my film is going to be there. My film is going to be featured there. And if you sponsor me, you can have a presence at this great event. And you tell them how much money it's going to cost for them to partner with you to bring their brand to the event through your film. Now, this is nothing new. This isn't anything novel that I'm sharing here. In fact, it's very common. Think about when you see an actress and an actor on the red carpet. When you see Zendaya wearing a beautiful dress by Louis Vuitton, guess what? She's not wearing that for free. She has a partnership with Louis Vuitton to wear that dress and give them promotional value. When you see Ryan Gosling wearing a designer watch on the red carpet at the Oscars, he's not wearing that for free. He has a partnership with the company behind that watch, and he's using both his celebrity and his presence at the event to give them brand value. So this is something that's very common. Now, I know what you're thinking and I know what you're going to say. You know, we're not celebrities here if we're doing independent film. We're not walking the red carpet at the Oscars or at the Golden Globes. So how, as independent filmmakers, do you find sponsors? Well, you focus on small businesses. If you're local to the festival, you go to local businesses that are nearby, ones that aren't already sponsors for the event, and you tell them, hey, sponsor my film and have a presence at that film festival. If it's a mom and pop restaurant, you tell them, hey, if you sponsor me, after my film is screened, I can work to get folks to go to your restaurant and get business for you. If there's a boutique clothing store that's nearby, you let them know, hey, my film is going to be at the festival. If you sponsor me, then you can have a presence there. Maybe you can work with them to offer something like a special discount code. Now, many filmmakers that get their films into festivals, a lot of times they're not local to that festival. But there's tremendous opportunities there as well. There are many online businesses that would find value in getting placement and getting brand recognition at a film festival. Think about rental houses that do online rentals. They would find it incredibly valuable to have their rental house brand be in front of a bunch of filmmakers. Do you know anyone that's doing a crowdfunding campaign for their next film? I'm sure they would want to get their project some visibility to a bunch of people that love independent film, that want to support independent film. Do you know any filmmakers that have self-distributed their feature film and are looking for ways to market it? We know that when you release a film online, on streaming, when you self-distribute, it can be very hard for people to find that film. Well, if you put that film or promote that film to a bunch of people at a festival, you know that they love independent film. That's a great place to promote it. Think about online businesses in general. There are many online businesses that would find value in having brand placement and promotions at a festival. So the opportunities are endless. And I just laid out for you in a very simple way how you can make money while you're on the festival circuit and how you can find sponsors to sponsor your film and sponsor you while you're on the festival circuit. But there's something missing. Can't be that easy, right? The first thing a sponsor is going to ask when you make this pitch, the first thing they're going to ask is, well, where's my brand going to be? Where and how will I be represented? And it's a fair question. Well, there's different things that you can do and offer on your own. Maybe you make a shirt with the sponsor's brand on it, a logo. Maybe you get a shirt from them and you wear that at the event. Maybe you agree to shout them out during the event. Maybe during your Q&A, you say thank you to my sponsor. Maybe you do things like you put the brand, you put that sponsor on your business card. These are all viable things that you can do. And there's even more creative things that you can do as well. but you have to be able to answer that question. Now, everything that I just mentioned are things and strategies that you can implement and things that you can do on your own. I mentioned at the top, my interest has always been how to help independent filmmakers to reach their goals, particularly on the business side. When it comes to getting sponsors and providing them the value that you have when your film is screened at the festival, that's where we come in to help with our company and with our platform. What we do is very simple. We partner with festivals to promote you. When we partner with festivals, we expand how they can promote you. And one of the ways that we do that is through QR code placements. So let me show you an example of what that looks like. Here on the screen, you can see an example of a QR code placement that we have at a festival. In this case, this was at the 2024 Short Sweet Film Fest in Cleveland, Ohio. So we had our QR code placement so that during Q&A, when filmmakers are sharing about their film and answering questions about their film, folks in the audience can scan that QR code and learn more about the film and learn more about the filmmaker. Our QR code placements are portals that drive people to learn more about your film and to learn more about you and the team behind your film. When an attendee at the festival scans that QR code, it gets taken to our platform, and we not only feature the filmmakers in the official selections that are having their films screened at that festival, we can feature the sponsors as well. So let me show you what that looks like. Here you can see the event page for a particular festival. In this case, this is a demo. And you can see different brands that have sponsored films that are featured at the festival. Any attendee that scans that QR code when they're at the festival, they get to this portal where they can learn about the film, and they can learn about the filmmaker, and they can learn about the brands and the businesses that are sponsoring the filmmakers. But beyond that, the brands are able to share more about their business and make the case for why attendees should click through to their business and want to support that particular business or organization or project. So this is a tool that you have as a filmmaker through the Cinevi platform and through our festival event partners. This is a tool that you can take and you can go to potential sponsors and you let them know, hey, you get access to all these attendees who are going to be in the theater that are going to be scanning that QR code during the event. You get access to them and they can not only see your brand, but they can click through and learn more about what you have to offer. So this is how our platform can support you as a filmmaker in making the case to sponsors why they should sponsor your film. And this is how what we do at Cinestruct and through our platform, the Cinevi platform, this is how we can help you to make money through the festival circuit. Now, beyond this, our platform has many other features. And in particular, I want to point out another way that you can make money through the festival circuit, in particular through our platform. So I'm going to navigate to a particular film. So on the page for a film, again, when that QR code gets scanned and somebody navigates to a film, they can learn all this rich information about the film, curated by the filmmaker. They can see events where the film was screened. They can read a review for the film. They can see additional details. They can see credits. And they can see the sponsors that that film has. But also, for folks that scan that QR code, they also have the opportunity to sponsor that film and that filmmaking team. So in particular, if you have a mission-driven film, if you have a film that has a story and where the funds would be for a good cause, this is a great tool for you to have, because after people see your film, they can scan that QR code when they're at the event and they can sponsor your film right there if your film has touched them in a special way. So this is something else that we have as a feature to help you to make money while you're on the festival circuit using our Cinevite platform. Now, we have many other features. Through our platform, you can connect with other filmmakers that are at the event. We also offer services like a review. If you would like a press release that announces your journey as a filmmaker to the world, we do have a press release service that goes out to an industry newswire. And we also offer video interviews. And this is all to build your credibility. And this is all something that you can offer to your sponsors as well. Because you can go to your sponsors and say, hey, if you sponsor me, you can get a shout out in my press release that's going to be going out to the public, and it's going to be going out to the industry. You can go to your sponsors and you can tell them, hey, you can get a shout out in my interview, and anyone that watches that interview is going to learn about your brand and how you support independent filmmakers. And this is all integrated and built into our platform. Now, besides our services, everything that I just talked about is 100% free to filmmakers. You can use this tool and reach sponsors. You can use this tool and raise funds while your film is screening at a festival, and it doesn't cost anything. Now, we do have a 15% platform fee if you raise funds. But even in that case, your sponsor can cover that 15% platform fee when they make their contribution to you and your film. So we've really designed our platform to support filmmakers in a very, very full 360 way. So to recap, I started this by saying that your film has value. And it does. Your film has incredible value, especially when it's screening at a festival. And if you can implement these strategies, And if you leverage our platform, you can turn that value that your film has into money. So the question then is, how much money are you going to make on the festival circuit? I know you can do it because you've made a great film that folks have recognized and decided to put in their lineup for their festival. So I wish you good luck on the festival journey. If you have any questions, you can visit our website at cinestruct.com. And we know that you're going to do an incredible job on the festival circuit.